Welcome to Smoggy Games, Halloween edition. Creepstone Manor has been closed for 100 years, standing dark and silent above the town of Creepstone. But now, the manor has been reopened into a hotel for the living. Ghostel is a game for 2 to 4 players by Tinkerbot Games. We will see you at the table. Bye. So here we are at the table with the board all set up as it is meant to be. We've got the 4 players set out, so we're sort of like set up for a 4-player game. We've got the 4 decks of cards.
Yep, so we have the guest cards, Spooky Favour, Terror Bonus and Scare Tactics.
And they've all been shuffled.
All shuffled and dealt with.
Yeah. So, what's next?
So what's next is we first gather our characters.
Yeah.
So ghosts, first player mark, well, our turn markers.
Score markers.
And collection of dice and ghostly barrier tokens.
These little funker things.
And a spooky tactics and scare tactics.
For each player.
For each player.
So, these guys head off into the attic, because that's where they live.
Yep. And we populate the hotel.
With all the characters.
All the guests.
The guests.
Yep, so this will be set up ready for the first turn.
Yeah. So each player just rolls the 3 dice.
It's 3 dice for the first turn.
3
so
dice.
you roll your 3 dice.
And you calculate who wins to see who goes in the first.
First, second, third and fourth in the first round.
Yeah. I've got 12 and 13.
Okay, so your 13 would go first.
Cool. So I take my score marker and put it on the number 1 there.
Yeah. Then your 12.
Black. On there.
And then my blue.
Onto the 3.
And then finally the white.
Cool. So now we are set up for a game.
Yeah. These first dice that we've rolled as well are going to be our first set of terror dice that we use to place in. So in order to start the game, you would then, as the red player...
As the red player, so I am first. I place into a room.
Yep.
So do you want to go through the guests?
Yeah, so you can go through any room. So you could go into a room with a guest which has no special ability.
No symbols, yep.
A room with a guest who has a phobia, of which if you place a scare tactics and it matches a symbol, this one does not, but if you were to match one which had that symbol, then you would place a phobia marker down with your dice symbol. So say if you wish to place your 6 on there, when you enter that room and you would place your 6.
And I've got the scare tactic to match, so I'll pop that in the discard.
So they get a phobia, that's 6. That now doubles that points value, so that would now be worth 12.
Yep. Into the next room.
Into the next room is a hardened character. And these guests can only be scared if they have at least 2 dice on them. So it's either you have to place 2 dice on them or hope that someone else goes into that room.
Yeah.
Next you have a character that is a fraidy cat. If there was no dice on that, the first time a dice is placed, it goes into that location, so on that particular point, and that indicates that that dice has got 2 extra pips on it.
Yep.
So that allows you to go from a 1 up to a 3, all the way up to an 8. You then have a character that has got a temper tantrum. The first dice that is placed on it, if it's a 1 or a 6, it is re-rolled. You have the next character along, which are paranoid. At the end of a turn, it increases the terror die to make them more scared. You then have characters who are closed-minded. If you place your last die on them, you must discard one of your scare or spooky cards to the discard pile
But only your last one.
Only if you place your last dice.
Mm-hmm.
You then have a ghost trap character, where a ghost entering this room can't leave.
Yep.
But you still place your dice normally per turn.
Mm-hmm. So I would be trapped there, but I could still...
But you still place all of your
Place all my
dice.
dice.
And then the last one is a fearless character who can't be given phobias from spooky favours.
There's a couple of cards in there, isn't there?
There is a spooky favour which is called I Got Chills. And this card gives them each of the phobias that would usually be placed under the card to indicate that they have those phobias, which then allows you to play your scare tactics to any of these phobias in order to
Makes sense, yeah.
double your points.
And that's just all of them. Yeah.
Yep, that is all the different types of abilities that are available for all of the characters.
There's a plethora of spooky favours.
Yes.
So I'll use throughout your turn as such. Your hand there.
And also there are ones where you can change a die to a 6. There's ones where you can increase your dice by 1.
Mm-hmm.
There's one where it is a wild card for a spooky scare tactic.
That is a good one, yeah.
You have a reroll,
Mm-hmm.
a ghostly barrier. When you place a ghostly barrier into a room, that prevents ghosts from entering that room, which means you can lock that room off for yourself. And
So
no
I
one else
placed
can
that
get
there.
it.
That means if you were there, you couldn't move.
I couldn't move in.
Yeah.
And then you also have a walk through walls, which allows you to move diagonally.
It's anywhere, isn't
And
it, really?
it is to any guest room.
So
it
if I was
does
like
allow
over
you.
here, and I was like, I want to go here, I could just...
Yep, you can move straight over to there.
Whereas normally it's off agony.
Off-agonally.
I love that word so much. It's such a lovely word. Which is actually bloop or bloop bloop.
Yeah, so it's up, down, left, right.
But no diagonals.
No diagonals.
No diagonals.
So as the other parts of the turn, because we've already placed one, each...
This is the nighttime phase.
Yes, so this is in the night time. So during the night time, we would take turns placing the dice.
As per
the turn order. So you would have red, then it would go to the blue character.
black.
Or is it black? My mistake. It's the light.
It's for spooky darkness.
So it goes to the black, then the blue, and then finally the white. You would then move the characters
Orthogonally.
and place a dice on them.
Oh, sorry, one. No. Boop.
And we would go like that. You can then either, as a third one, move back into the same location.
Yeah, you can do that.
Or carry on your movement. Once all the dice are placed, we then bring all the ghosts back.
We go back.
And then we check to see if any have been scared away. The way that we do this is they've got a little courage symbol, which is in the green, and it tells you how many points that you get for scaring that character. So having the most pips would net you 8 points on this character. Second most would net you 4. Third and fourth would net you 2, which would allow you to move up the tracker. So black would score 8 points.
8, yeah.
And you would do that going through each character, discarding them as you need.
Yeah.
Once all of these have been done, this one isn't scared. This one is, which is 10.
Oh, that one is scared.
No.
It is. It's doubled.
Oh, that one is doubled. My mistake. I didn't see that. So once they're all then scared off,
these haven't been scared because this is not an 8 and obviously that's not 12.
Yeah.
So what happens to them?
So what happens to them is they gain a bit more courage and they decrease down. So that would go from a 4 to a 3 and that would go down to a 1.
Unless they're in this room.
Yeah.
They tick up.
If it was already on a 1 and it would go down, it gets removed from the board instead.
Exactly, yeah. And then new guests.
And the new guests populate in.
Mm-hmm.
And then we get the chance to buy cards.
Yep. So each of them have
A point value.
point values there. So as a red, because it goes first, second, blah, again.
Yeah.
So as red, I'm like, oh, I'm going to spend 2 points. So I'm back down to 20 to get a scare tactic.
Yeah.
And then blue.
And then blue could spend 1, 2, 3 on a terror bonus. Now a terror bonus can either be giving you a +1 die, which means you would roll 4 dice, but then pick the 3 highest, or it can upgrade to a D8.
Yep.
If it upgrades to a D8, you replace one of them with the 8-sided dice, which gives you the chance to get the 8s.
Yeah.
They work in the same way as all the other dice, just bigger.
Yeah. And if you pull another D8 one.
If you pulled another D8, it would just count as a +1 terror die.
Yeah, because you only got one D8.
And that's it.
It ends when there's no more guests
Yeah.
left.
So when there are no more guests, and we are not able to populate every room, the game ends, and the ghost with the most points at the end wins.
That's pretty much it. Very simple, very quick.
Yes.
Well, not quick, but
Usually lasts about an hour.
yeah.
And that is all for us to play Ghostel.
So that was Ghostel. What did you think?
I really enjoyed it. It's very good. So,
It's a fan favourite of ours, isn't it?
it is. It's nice, easy to play. It doesn't take long, and it's quite strategic as well in how you play it.
Yeah, tactical, sort of like lots and lots of strategic, tactical kind of movements to be made.
Yeah.
The cards help as well.
They do. They help a lot. Especially when you're moving about, you're trying to get into that right place where you need to be. It can just work out really well.
Yeah. What do you think about the theme? There's been a little bit of backlash on the theme, I've seen.
Really? I think the theme works fine. Like, I couldn't think of another way that you could put anything like that.
I think we're very blasé kind of people, and we're sort of we're not culty people.
No.
We don't find the pentagrams offensive.
No, we don't. It's just a symbol that just exists in the world.
Stars.
Yeah.
Stars.
Yeah. It's just a 5-pointed star. Doesn't mean anything to me per se.
But yeah, I love the theme. I love the little ghosts. They're adorable.
They are.
Little cute ghosties.
I do believe Tinkerbot, who makes the game and sell it, actually do sell some of these ghosts.
Have you seen the bigger ones as well?
Yeah.
Like 3D printed ones. They're so cute.
They do bigger, and I think you can buy different coloured
you can,
ghosts
can't you?
to use in the game.
Yeah.
Which they usually sell at the UK Games Expo.
Yes, well, this is where we got this from, didn't we? And we got the UK Games Expo exclusive. Connie, is she a ghost?
She's not a ghost. She's a guest that stays at the hotel.
She's a guest.
She's a guest, and she looks a little bit like the Ring Girl.
Yeah. So yeah, we definitely recommend this game. It's a good beginner party game.
Yeah, it's a good beginner party game.
Dice placement.
It's quite family friendly. Even though it's got like
it's a good
ghostly theme.
Halloween game, I suppose.
It is.
Like we can play this with our kids in Halloween time. It's a really good one for that.
Oh,
go trick or treating, come home, play Ghostel.
Have a good night.
Yeah.
All fun for the family.
Thank you for watching.
Yep, please like, share, subscribe for more content.
Bye.
Bye.